guys go into halftime and it's 10-6, and then you look up and before the end of the fourth, it's a pretty sizable margin there. Just what kind of does that do for you guys' morale, and how do you bounce back for that?
I mean, it had our morale down when we said they was up, but all we can do is come and practice for Monday and just work and be better for next week.
What was happening with maybe the missed assignments in the back end on some of their big pass plays?
We had just some miss, like you said, we just had some miss assignments. It's some flexible assignments that we can do. Just come in and practice, just focus on that, and just not making mental mistakes.
South Carolina started sprinkling Ashford in along with Sellers. How did that keep you guys a little bit more on edge with them being able to do a little bit of everything?
It didn't keep us in balance because they both kind of do the same thing. They both kind of run the quarterback, so we was prepared for it.
Coach Stoops talked a lot about you guys didn't have the normal responses used to when something goes wrong. What do you think that was today?
I can't answer that because I really don't know. They beat us. We just got to come back next week. Be ready.
When you are talking to some of those newer guys, younger guys, whatever the case may be, your leader on this team, you guys had a disappointing week. The number one team in the country is coming in. How do you keep the morale up? Because it's early in the season.
You just keep the morale up, come and practice and work hard. That's the only thing we can do. Just control what we can control right now.
Derek, it seemed like in the first half, early in the game, you guys were making plays. You were forcing fumbles. They just, didn't fall in your guys' hands. Was that frustrating that then eventually South Carolina just kind of rolled after that? But you guys had a strong start. Did it fall apart then?
Yeah, we just didn't. The ball just didn't roll in our hands on some, but we had some missed assignments that we can fix.
What else does the defense need to do to improve?
Just come in and not make the mental mistakes like we was doing today.
Mark, Coach Stoops said before the game, and even early into the game, he said something just felt off. Did you guys feel that as well?
I don't know. I didn't feel off, but as a team, we just got to come in and do better.
You think it was a communication issue, or just what was going on out there?
I don't think it was no communication issue. We just having some mistakes.
Do you believe that South Carolina was the better team today, or you guys just beat yourselves?
They came in and beat us, so they was the better team today.
You mentioned a couple times mental mistakes. Do you have like an example that you can speak to personally about where you go back and like, I wish I hadn't done that?
We had mental mistakes on the big passes that we had down the field. We had miscommunication.
How do you think practice did go this week, since usually the game on Saturday is a reflection of how you guys practice during the week?
I think we had a good week of practice. We just came in the game. We just had too many mental mistakes in the game.
Did you sense any effort issues at all?
No, I didn't sense any effort. It was just mental mistakes.
Coach Stoops mentioned it felt like this was week one compared to last week being week one. Did you kind of feel that way? Did it kind of feel like you just nothing was working out there? It's kind of mental, like you said, mental mistakes.
No, I didn't feel that way. We just came out here. They was a better team today.
Yeah, last week their quarterback really struggled throwing the ball, and he only had 4 completions today. Was it a little bit surprising that you guys weren't able to shut him down, kind of considering how he played last week?
Can you say that the first part?
Just that he struggled throwing the ball last week, their quarterback, and this week he was 11 for 15. Was that just kind of surprising? Because I assume that's something you guys assumed you were going to take away.
They just came out. It came out, executed their game plan at high level. We just got to come in and do better.
There's something else going on. It starts on first down. You can't put yourself in third and medium, especially in the SEC. There's pass rushers everywhere. When you get yourself in third and medium, you're not efficient on first down. You give them a chance to sub 4 or 5 pass rushers and create one-on-ones, and that's not sustainable in any game, anyone you play. Having to consistently beat elite pass rushers that are in the SEC that often, you can't bank a game on that. It's very difficult to do no matter who's playing offensive line. So I think it starts with us putting our heads down, being more efficient on first and second down to keep us out of that situation. And then when we do get in it, just better execution, better communication. And you got to win your one-on-ones.
Eli, how do you view what happened today out there to this team?
Yeah, it's embarrassing, like Coach said to us before. And, we got punched in the mouth and never responded. And I think that's uncharacteristic of this program and the way it's been before. It's unacceptable performance from this whole team. No excuses for anybody.
Is it fixable?
I mean, I think so. I just felt like, we haven't watched the film yet, but obviously it just feels like you're one little detail away on every play, and that's special teams, it's offense, it's defense, and our defense gets a great stop and a turnover. We don't capitalize, we kick a field goal. Our defense has a great drive, gets them to fourth down, we jump. And it just felt like it was that back and forth. The offense we just made mistakes, and it's mental mistakes more than anything. And you can't beat anybody in the SEC like that. And I think that's really what was embarrassing. That was our performance there. It was just the lack of mental focus after having what felt like a really good week in practice. Knowing what's coming next, where do you go from here? How do you get this fixed quickly? You go to work, and there's nothing else you can do but go to work. You need leaders to lead, and people work hard.
The depth on the offensive line, Eli, Coach Stoop says it looks like Jagger's not going to be able to go next week. Do you feel good about the depth, about people needing to step up?
Yeah, I mean, we'll feel good about it after this week of practice. Practice reps equals game reality is something we talk about all the time. So it's always next man up in this league. You got to have guys that are ready to go. I think Dylan's going to be a guy that can step in and play for us. He's played a lot of snaps here before, and I have full confidence in him.
Eli, so the penalties seemed like they just kept piling up at the end. Do you think that was kind of maybe just a mentality thing kind of at the end, or what do you think kind of went into those penalties just kept on coming?
I think it's indicative of our entire performance, just a lack of disciplined execution. You got to line up in the correct formations. You can't hold when guys go to pull away, and that was just evident throughout the entire game. Was the selfish penalties and just not executing the little details right, which is what's just really frustrating because it's something we harp on in this program is doing the little things right, winning the pre-snap, making the routine plays routine. We did none of that today.
It seems like the running the ball wasn't an issue, but just the passing game just wasn't there. Just how can you guys improve going forward on the pass blocking?
We'll work on it. We're going to work really hard on it. Got another big week of practice, and all you can do is keep logging reps. This game's hard, and you have to practice it as hard as you can. That's what we're going to do.
Yeah, you mentioned that